I turned around, chat, and it was just there, massive. I've never seen one so big. What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video. We're Lincoln Memorial Heroic, and we're going to try out a build that is built for the Dark Winter. Now, I don't usually run this build. There's no stacking involved with this. It's just straight up damage. But I did want to try it with the Ouroboros and see how well it performs. You guys are fed up with strikers, so this one is a little bit different. There is no survivability in this build whatsoever. It is full on deeps. So don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Come and check me out live if you need any help with the incursions and stuff and all that kind of things. You'll find the community Discord link down below in the description. So let's see how this actually performs. Now, I am a little bit worried because it is literally all deeps. There is no survivability. So we're going to have to play a little bit more cautious than we usually do. I don't really want to see what you can do, no, because bullets hurt. So yeah, it plays really, really well. Close to a mil on some shots on the headshots there as well. It is important to hit them headshots because we have got headshot damage stacked into this as well. So I'm going to play this next section with the Dark Winter still, and then I'm probably going to try the Ouroboros out with it. I mean, damage-wise, there is zero issue killing anything. Whoa. He got the best of me a little bit. Even playing from cover though, look at this. The gun's wild, but it does that much damage. It can still actually do the job. We should have pushed them really, but... I mean, this is absolutely wild. Don't play that gun out, it'll hurt me. So we're going to switch the Ouroboros and see what this does. Like I said, remember, this is absolutely... Hang on, is someone still alive? This does absolute straight up damage, so... You might want to modify a little bit. I would probably run Gunner if I was going to change anything, if I'm going to be completely honest. Just for that 10%, you know, armor on kill back, it would make all the difference. And you wouldn't drop that much damage. Holy moly, though. I don't even feel like I hit the reds. They just kind of evaporate. Oh, missed those. GG's for getting me on the head then. Distance. Holy. I'm actually in a little bit of shock of how good this actually is. Where are they? Oh, there we are. Whoa! I mean, that is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. How fast they're dying. So, just before I show you the build, we're going to nip to the base of operations, and I'm going to do something I don't usually do. We're just going to do a quick damage test in the range. Because I am interested to see what kind of top drawer numbers would be from this. Because I reckon you could do some really good, like 848k then at the end. That's pretty insane. So let's just put this on to, let's put it on a boss. A named. Let's get it up close. And so we've got the Oreo out here. But headshots, I mean, we're hitting less in the range, which doesn't make any sense, but still 764 crits to the head. So that's pretty insane at that speed, and it's just instant, no stacking needed whatsoever. We're then going to use the Dark Winter. Going to get it up, and we got 827. Again, less than what we're hitting out in the open, but range being the range. Is it on challenging? Is that why? Maybe. We're on heroic missions. I mean, that shouldn't. That's unnamed. Let's get the buff up, and at the top, no, 827. So it hits less than the range for some reason. It hits like 100k more nearly outside. But that's absolutely crazy. So let's check out what I'm running and how you get all this huge deeps. So a huge buff is running the Dark Winter. I've got expertise on it, damage to target out of cover, and perfect killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 50% critical hit damage for 10 seconds, and we have a lot of critical hit damage. Crit chance, and then we have extra rounds, crit damage, and crit chance. For the mods, they're pretty important to get the most critical hit damage that you're going to get out of this build. The Ouroboros is just as good with this as well. You could run either or here, depending if you're lucky enough to have one of these or not. This is where we were taking no stacking serious. So we've got 2-piece Sokolov, SMG damage and critical hit damage. Then we run weapon damage, crit chance, and crit damage. We're running glass cannon at the bottom, but you could switch this if you didn't want to run glass cannon to obliterate. I really just wanted to make a point of no stacking talents. The second piece here is the Sokolov gloves. This could be the mask or the knees or the holster, depending on where you want to put the 2-piece Sokolov though. We've got headshot damage and critical hit damage. We've got so much critical hit chance, we can start stacking headshots along with crit damage, which is what gives this build even more damage. Then we're going to run a group or backpack with vigilance, that's why we need the shield. 15% critical hit damage, weapon damage, crit chance, and then crit damage with vigilance. And then the stars of the show, which cost me a fortune to optimize for this build, is the improvised gear, which you can craft at the crafting bench. It doesn't have any talents or anything like that, but there's no brand set bonuses here, but you get a mod slot. And you can see what I've done here. Crit hit damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage in the mod slot. And then for the knees, we've got critical hit damage, headshot damage, critical hit damage. And then for the holster, critical hit damage, critical hit chance, critical hit damage. Now, the reason why we didn't go more improvised and we went Grupo and we went to second piece Sokolov is because the mod only gives us 12% extra. And you can see here that the 1-piece bonus here is actually 15%, so 3% more. And then the Sokolov again is 15%, so for 3% more. If we look at the stats, you can see we get a huge 217 critical hit damage. Now, if we did 217, I'm going to do this on the rip, and we divided that by 2, that's 108.5. So if we round up plus 0.5, you should do to 109. So that's 217 plus 109. When the bonus from the Dark Winter is kicked in, we're getting 326% critical hit damage with 100% headshot damage. That is absolutely insane. Now, I wouldn't really recommend running all this red light. I would probably put Obliterate on and swap this to Gunner, give yourself some survivability, but then that will absolutely breeze through Heroic like no end. Now, is this better than running Strikers, Hunter's Fury, and all that other stuff? No, it's definitely not. But if you want something different to run that's going to breeze through Heroic, there's no stacking mechanics whatsoever, and works well with pretty much any SMG, this is going to be your build. I am going to reconfigure it and do an assault rifle version with the Elmo, so expect that video to come as well. But definitely run the Firewall Shield, then the Revive Hive, and don't forget that with Firewall, you get this extra critical hit damage mod here as well, just for some extra critical hit damage. That is going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate all the support. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.